Hey everyone, Coach Investor back to another video for you today. So in today's video, we're going to talk about AMD. In my last video, I talked about Intel and why Intel could actually be a great buy right now, because I do believe they are turning the ship around, just like AMD did back in 2015. If you didn't know, AMD was actually on the brink of bankruptcy back then. Then came Dr. Lisa Su, their CEO, and turned the ship around. Back then, she took over. AMD was worth $2 billion. As of today, it's closer to $90 billion, so quite a turnaround. They also announced for the first time since 2001 that they are going to repurchase their own stock, $4 billion worth of it, so quite an achievement on that front. So in this video, we're going to talk about how did she turn that ship around. We're going to look a bit at their latest earnings report and also maybe a risk factor regarding AMD. So stay tuned for that. But before I do so, I just want to thank everyone that has been subscribing lately, on the way to 16,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. And if you like these videos, maybe leave it an early thumbs up, as it really helps me outgrow the channel and get my videos out there. I would also like to thank the Motley for sponsoring this video. Again, these are my views and my views only. The Motley is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me find the latest growth stock and innovative company. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services, the Full Offers. Through the Motley Fool's Stock Advisor service, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor's average stock picks have returned over 500%. If growing your money is something you'd like to do more this year, you can visit www.fool.com/couchinvestor or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if Stock Advisor is right for you. Now let's dive into this. Alright, before we jump into the earnings report, one of the major reasons why AMD has been growing so fast and has been taking market share from Intel, well, is because Intel has been slacking for the last couple of years. They're still stuck with the 14 nanometers, trying to go into the 10 nanometers processor. Didn't work, delays after delay after delay. So AMD took that opportunity. Obviously, AMD does not manufacture its own chips. They go to TSMC. TSMC has the state-of-the-art processing chips. They do this with the 7 nanometers. So obviously, that's why AMD in the last couple of years has taken market share in the PC laptop world from Intel, because, well, they actually made better chips. Alright, now before we jump into the earnings report, if you don't know, both the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox X series, the chips inside those consoles are provided by AMD. And it was recently announced that the entertainment system, the gaming system inside of Tesla, is also powered by AMD's processing chips. So good news on that front. If you're a gaming fan, Tesla fan, AMD is the one providing this. On the other side, that's one of the major reasons why you cannot get your hands on a PS5 or an Xbox X series right now, because of the global chip shortage and because, well, AMD has to provide those chips for both Sony and Microsoft. Now let's jump into the earnings report. Alright, so as you can see here on the top, revenue grew year over year 93%, gross profit 94%, gross margins remained flat to 46%, so all good on that front. Net income more than tripled year over year, but if you want to look at quarter over quarter, let's see, it's down 69%. Quite a specific number if you ask me. Earnings per share as well are up 221% year over year, but also obviously down 69%. Now the gaming console chips drove a lot of that growth, obviously, but you will see right now that the enterprise, embedded and semi-customer segment also almost quadrupled year over year. And the computing and graphics one grew 46% or so year over year, so quite good on that front as well. Right, so we can all agree that earnings looked amazing, and they also forecast that this year will be a great year and a growing year as well. So all good on that front. But there is a risk factor to it, because if we go back a bit in the past, back in 2006, AMD reached 20% market share, and that was as high as it got for them. Believe it or not, Intel was actually the one stealing their lunch back in 2006.
Well. How the turntables.
So one might ask, will this be a different story today? I believe it will, because right now, unlike back in 2006, right now most of the things on this planet are powered by semiconductors, and we need a lot of those companies to be successful to have that big supply. Like we're seeing right now, huge shortage, so it makes sense for AMD to keep growing, even with Intel, even with Samsung, Apple, Nvidia, whatever. I think AMD can still grow each and every year. Now, it's not to say that Intel might not come and steal their lunch again, because actually back in February, it was reported that Intel got some market share back for the first time in 3 years. So you might see the risk factor there. By the way, AMD is down 15 to 16% year to date because, well, it maybe flew too high too fast, or maybe people saw this and were like, maybe Intel can come back and steal AMD's lunch. This is going to be a time will tell, but in my opinion, there's enough demand for all those players. Now, for AMD, another positive side is that AMD doesn't manufacture its own chips right now, so all that cash that went into manufacturing can go into other segments of their business. But on the flip side, AMD is solely dependent on that third party, TSMC, to provide them with the chips that they need, the manufacturing that they need, in case TSMC suddenly says, look, we're overbooked, we cannot do this anymore, AMD will have a problem, and that's the big advantage of Intel right now. So although I am bullish on AMD, I know the risk factors attached to it, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be the same as in 2006. No, it just means that the past couple of years were actually super great for AMD. They will continue to grow, but maybe a bit less than what we've seen the last couple of years because of Intel's comeback, because of Nvidia, because of everything that's been happening in the semiconductor world. So let me know down in the comments below what you think about AMD, what you think about this whole crazy sector, because it's a super interesting sector right now. Let me know down in the comments below. I would like to know your thoughts on it. That will be it for this video. My next one will be about Nvidia. So if you enjoyed this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. As always guys, take care, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.